Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the man mistakenly deported to El Salvador last year, was back in court today to fight the human smuggling charges against him. CBS News correspondent Nicole Valdes has details now from Nashville.
Good evening. Well, we watched Kilmar Abrego Garcia and his family return to this federal courthouse here in Nashville as his defense team looks to try and get the criminal charges he's facing tossed out. You'll remember Abrego Garcia was deported to that notorious prison in El Salvador just last year and only returned to face human smuggling charges here in Tennessee. Today, his attorneys spent hours grilling several witnesses they brought to the stand, including investigators with Homeland Security and even the lead prosecutor in this criminal case. They say to try to argue what they call vindictive prosecution. They wanted to better understand who was involved in not only coming up with the charges against Abrego Garcia, but securing that grand jury indictment that alleges the crimes he is said to have committed several years ago. They spent a lot of time focusing on the timing of that indictment. They say something that came 2 years after the alleged traffic stop, where they believe was proof of the initial human smuggling charges he's now facing. They, of course, wanted to also better understand who was involved in the charging, and they allege that several members of the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. May have either pressured or even directed attorneys here in the Middle District of Tennessee to move forward with these charges. Now, both people who took the stand today allege and maintain that they were not indicated in any way or directed to move forward with the charges, even despite Abrego Garcia's deportation. At the time, he was still in El Salvador, and said that that did not play a role in their decision to move forward with those charges, and say that no one at the DOJ or the Department of Homeland Security, even the White House, got involved or in any way pressured their decision to move forward with these charges. Now, the judge today says both sides have 30 days to submit their final arguments to either defend their case as to whether they think that this was a case that should continue or not. The judge says after that he'll decide whether he has enough information to either let this case continue on to trial, or if he wants to bring everyone back to once again hear more arguments on whether or not this case should proceed. Back to you.